sort of thing I did in Miami was I toured with Shakira, and we toured all over Latin America. And I remember that was the first time that I had ever really been away from home for a long time, touring. And after that, I realized I could travel, I wanted to travel, and that was kind of the turning point when I said, I've got to get out of here, I got to move to New York and do my thing. And so that was kind of the turning point. I can thank Shakira actually for.
All right. Okay. And you didn't do it in this song, but you do the trumpet a lot.
Right.
How many hours do you practice the trumpet every day?
You know, it's interesting because the voice is an instrument that you use all the time, not just for music. So it's really difficult to say. It's not like the guitar that you pick it up and you say, okay, I've practiced 2 hours or 4 hours. I practice it all the time. I mean, and I'm always working on trying to get something better in the shower. You know.
You practice scales like
oh, absolutely.
A trumpet player would.
Just like an instrumentalist, yeah. And not just major scales. You know, all the scales.
Nice to hear. I was thinking, for a long time already, you have been on the road most of the time by yourself.
Yes.
Isn't that lonesome? Lonely?
Lonesome is interesting. It's interesting. I've actually, with this new record that's coming out, I made the record primarily with a group of musicians, and I'm planning to tour with them. I did a couple of wonderful tours. I did a tour with Liz Wright in Europe, and then I also did a tour with Richard Bona, and that was really wonderful. I mean, the band was just so great. Richard is one of the best musicians I've ever met on the planet. It's like so. I kind of. I will always do the solo thing, but I love playing with other people as well. So.
Is it hard to find musicians who are fit to play with? Is it? I sometimes I have the idea, but please correct me, that it's kind of a struggle maybe for you, because you have by yourself you are so complete, and then you play with others, and it's never like.
I mean, when you play with other great musicians, then it's not. It's a question of finding. Being by myself. I have a very high standard for myself as far as my performances, and so the same thing happens with other musicians. But I mean, there are some really, really good musicians in the world. So, it's. Obviously, you can't just play with anybody, but I've never really had trouble finding musicians that I love playing with, to be honest with you.
Okay, and the way you perform now, mostly solo, and the whole, if I dare say, concept of accompanying yourself, and now you have the bongos, everything.
Right.
Is that a concept you will stick to, you think, or will we ever see you playing an electric guitar?
Oh no, I certainly will play electric guitar. I play quite a bit of it on this new record. But I'll always do some of it. It's sort of my thing. But I'll also, as I said, I'm planning to start doing a kind of a trio setting with a small band.
Okay, I have two last questions for you. Are you rich?
very much so. Yes.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I
Okay,
see.
okay, that's good. What's the last or the next last or